Why does your CARS score matter if you want to become a doctor? CARS is considered by many to be the weirdest section of the MCAT. It has no science, it has no math, it's literally just reading passages about a bunch of different things and answering questions. And when you're practicing for that, it can feel really, I don't know, meaningless. A lot of people make points like, I'm not going to need this when I'm a doctor, so why do I have to spend so much time doing this? But the fact of the matter is, the skills that are tested on CARS are some of the most critical skills you can have if you want to have a successful career in medicine. Let's start with the critical analysis piece, because when you're a doctor, you're going to have to review the literature. Good papers, bad papers, papers that represent strong evidence, weak evidence, papers that have conclusions that are not valid. You're going to have to appraise that literature and help patients understand how it applies to their health. You can't just do what a lot of undergraduates do, which is get a bunch of flashcards, memorize them, and assume that that's the truth about the universe. As a doctor, you're in a position of having to interpret our evidence and form an opinion on what the truth is and how to implement it in a given context. The second part is the reasoning skills. So you're given questions on the CARS section, and you have to reason through what is the most probably correct answer. On CARS, you get questions that tell you to go to the passage and figure out how they apply to these different contexts. What did this word mean in the passage? What does the author think about this? What is implied by that? This is a direct analog for how you will interpret literature and apply it to patients' questions. There are patterns of logical fallacies in the wrong answer choices, and when you learn them, you're able to deduce the most likely correct answer. Exactly like you're going to have to do when you're appraising literature as a physician. Why am I even mentioning this? It's because sometimes it just makes it that much easier when you see that it's actually meaningful for something. You're not just training yourself to try to get into med school. This is actually stuff that's going to be useful to you when you're a practicing physician. Be patient, work hard at it, and realize that these aren't skills that you're going to use and then forget. The better you learn now, the better you're going to do later when you're a practicing doctor.